Okay, good people. Sanbonan. Umakebalo. Now we'll be doing this question 8, which is has to do with the measurement. Remember, we're still doing the paper in November 2019. So let's get into it. So here they are saying in the cylindrical container it's shown below, filled with the spherical marbles. The container is a radius of r in centimeters, and perpendicular to the height of 8 centimeters, and the volume of the container, the volume of the whole container is 300 centimeters, and each of the marbles, the radius of each of the marbles is 0.75. Now this radius is for marbles, it's not for the container, it's for marbles, which is very, very, very important. So now 8.1.1, they're saying show that the height of the container is this. Now, how do we calculate the volume of the cylinder? It's very important. Now, it's V is equals to um, pi r times OH. So from here, we know that the volume of this container is 300 is equals to this pi, and then this r they told us is that big R squared, so it's going to be that big R squared into OH, and then from here we're going to divide by O pi R squared, and then pi R squared, and then my H is going to be 300 into pi r squared, which is this was supposed to show there. Now in 8.1.2, they're saying the container now is filled with 100 marbles. Container is filled with 100 marbles. Then the water is poured into the container with the water reaching the top of the container. Now let's calculate the volume of the water that was poured into the container. Now remember, when we're pouring this water into the container, it's gonna, in the container, we know that there are also the the marbles that are 100. So first thing, we need to find the volume of those marbles. So the volume of the marbles is going to be, we're having hundreds of those marbles, so it's 100 times the volume of the marble. Remember, calculating the volume of the sphere is this one here, so it's 4 all over with 3 pi, and then r cubed into 100 into 4 over 3 pi. Remember, the radius of the marbles is 0.75 into O cubed, and then finding an answer here, it's going to give us 176,071 centimeter. So from here, this is going to be the volume of the sphere, or centimeter cube, sorry. This is the volume of the sphere of the marbles. Now, how do you calculate now the amount of the amount or the volume of water is going to be, now the volume of water is going to be the volume of the container, which is 300, minus the volume of the marbles, which is 176,71, which is going to give us 123,29 centimeter cubed. So remember, we have the volume of the container, which is 300. And then in this container, we're going to we're going to fill with the container with some marbles around this container. So the first thing, I needed to calculate the volume of those marbles. And then after that, I'm going to minus the volume of those marbles with the total volume of the container, so that I can see what is left there. It's going to be the volume of the water that's going to be filled inside this container. I hope that makes sense. Now, going to this one here, they're saying in the diagram below, the right the right angular prism has a square base of x, and the height of 180 minus 5 into x centimeters, meaning all this is 2 in centimeters, so x and x. So we are needed to calculate the maximum surface area. The very important word here is the maximum. So first thing, how do we calculate the surface area? Surface area, we know that is 2 times the area of a base plus what, the perimeter, times our height. So from here, I know that my surface area is equals to 2. The area of a base is going to be x times x, which is going to give me x squared. And then plus my perimeter here is going to be x, and then another x there, and then another x, which is giving me what? 4x. And then my height, in this case, my height is 180 minus 5x, and then simplifying this is going to give me 2x squared, and then multiplying there, this is going to give me a plus 720x, and then multiplying that is going to give me a negative 20x squared, and then is equals to these like terms here. They're gonna give me a negative 18x squared, and then plus 720x. Remember, the very important word is this maximum. Now, we need to look at this thing as a parabola. So in a parabola, how do you find the maximum? First thing, we find the maximum by first finding the x value of that maximum, which is the turning point in terms of the parabola. How do you find an x of a turning point? Remember, x of a turning point is x is equals to negative b over 2a, which is negative into b in this case is going to be 720 all over 2, and a is negative 18 in this case, and then the x here is going to give me 20. After finding the x of that turning point, we need to find that maximum, which is in this case is going to be substituting here, which is now it's going to be negative 18 into 20 squared, and then plus 720 into that 20, and then this is going to give me what? 702 centimeter cubed, which is, this is going to be my maximum surface area of this prism. Hopefully we're still on the same page then. Thank you so much for guys for watching. Umakebalo.